It's me. It's me. It's the answer to teacher G. Rolling once again with that BTW Big Trouble Beverage. I'm taking up the whole screen. Got myself Nicky the Good, and we are the Meat Pop Express. And damn, the world of professional wrestling was shook up yesterday. It was shook up by a certain
It
photo
was
that came online with our boy Shane O'Mac just popping in. A little fuzzy
the
photo.
money.
The money just
The
showed
money.
up. And listen, we're not going to get into all that speculation that's going on the interwebs. We like to read about it. We like to see it better. We like to dive all into that stuff. But what I want to know before we get into what our show's about, which you could tell by the thumbnail, we're going to be building our perfect pay-per-view or a SummerSlam meal, right? Because I believe that the lead up to SummerSlam, the lead up to all these pay-per-views, the PLEs, when I was a kid, the one thing I always thought about immediately was what am I going to eat? What am I going to drink?
Hmm.
What's my caloric surplus going to look like? And there's just something about it that gets you in the mood to watch a friggin' PLE pay-per-view. Okay. But Big Trouble, start me off.
Yeah,
Can you place yourself
we
when
can.
Shane bought WCW when that Nitro segment hit? Do you know like exactly where you were? Because I know where I was.
Yeah, so crazy. It was like it was just one of those things you'll never forget where you were in history as a wrestling fan, where you were. I was coming back from CCD. Now, all the Roman Catholics know what
I know the deal,
CCD is.
brother. My brother taught CCD.
Yep, there you go. So you know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. I was coming back and I was like, my dad was giving me a ride because at the time, 11 years old, and I'm like, you gotta hurry home. You gotta hurry home. I knew something was supposed to happen. This is like before like the internet was big or anything, but we knew something was happening. There was just rumblings. I forget exactly where I heard all this, but I knew we had to run home. When I got home and I turned it on, and I was a little late, and then when I turned on Raw and I saw Vince in the ring, and then all of a sudden it cut to Shane. And it's one of those moments you'll never forget as a professional wrestling fan, where it's just like, what is going on? There's no internet. Well, there's the internet, but I'm not reading it. But there's
Right
nothing
now.
that's like ruining it for you. There's no speculation. There's no dorks talking about like, well, the media they bought it and the media and then ruining it for you. Talk about media rights, talk about ratings, talking about contracts. There's none of that. And so
Zero.
it's just pure what the absolute hell is going on? Why is Shane McMahon in Panama
And
City
you were
Beach?
alone in your own thoughts the entire
Yes.
night until you got to school the next day.
That's what makes it the best. That's why it was almost like magic where you're just like, what is going to happen? You have no idea. And no one's ruining it for you, and no
I
one's
was
taking the
in
piss out of it.
I was in my bedroom, so it was basically simple for me. But what I remember about that is that I actually went downstairs to tell my dad it happened, and like he didn't care. But like I told him it happened. I was like,
My dad, my
Shane,
dad cared a little bit. He was just kind of like,
I was like, Dad,
holy
Shane
shit.
McMahon just bought WCW. And he's like, "Mhm." He's like, what does that mean? I was like, never mind. Uh yeah, so I mean, yeah, like and I just that honestly when I saw Shane pop up, it just made me think about that because AEW has the comparisons to WCW, rightfully so, right? It's the second biggest promotion in the world, right? It's gunning for the top spot,
Billionaire run.
billionaire man. He got the whole thing, and there's Shane O'Mac, man. And you know what? If there's one thing, if there's one person that all of professional wrestling loves, it's Shane O'Mac. He's just the man, dude. And like wherever he pops up, it's just like no one's ever mad to see Shane O'Mac pop up on your TV screen. He's always great to see. Super cool dude. He's a bucket list guy that I would love to meet
We can't
once.
wait. We can't wait to see those punches too, folks. Get ready. Get ready for those.
Oh my God,
The
leaving
Shane,
someone's getting a shiner.
the Shane O'Mac punches. Nah.
Yeah.
Woo.
But yeah, so the Shane O'Mac, the Tony Khan photo that will live in infamy, that's going to be everywhere forever. I love just how low quality it was. It's like, yeah, like how is the quality not top notch? Like,
What was that?
what are we taking? What was this photo taken on? Like a BlackBerry? Like when I think you're too young for that. I mean, I think you're too young for that when we had
Me?
BlackBerry. Yeah, were you?
Oh, no, no, no. We had black. Yeah, a lot of guys in college had
Did
Blackberries.
you have the
Yeah.
Nextels?
I never had the. I remember the Nextels. Oh
With
yeah. Yeah,
the
the bricks, the ones you could throw off the Empire State Building and it would be fine.
Oh man, dude,
Yeah.
technology, brother. But technology has ruined a lot because, as soon as Shane appeared, you go online, that's where you're learning about it. You didn't learn
Yep.
about it on TV, you learned about it on the internet. But we're gonna pivot here because I want to talk about this is SummerSlam week, right?
Yep.
SummerSlam is this weekend. It's the hottest event of the summer. And but I would say rather than getting into all the matches, I mean, listen, I mean, we could go through the card or whatever, but number one, when we do that, the numbers aren't as good. And number two, there's everyone's doing that. So I don't want to do that. What I want to talk about is food and beverages, man,
Yep.
because
Pulling it up.
you know what? I'm a nostalgic kid. If you want to bring me back in time, you bring me back to being in my basement, telling my
Hmm.
parents what I want to order, and I'm watching the show and I could hear my mom placing the order from upstairs.
Oh,
And then it's like, how long? Hey, and then she hangs up and I say, hey, Ma, how long is it gonna be? And she could be like, it'll be here in an hour. And I'm like, man,
oh,
I can't wait. Oh,
oh,
I'm
the
not
lead
gonna.
up. There's
Oh, the
nothing.
lead up.
The lead up to it, and then
Yes.
when you hear the door open,
Oh, and you hear
yeah,
the
it's just bliss.
conversation, you know that, and then like, hey, do you want to come? Hey, do you want to eat it downstairs? Yes,
Yep. Bring it down,
yes.
mom.
What?
Bring it
So
down.
let's roll through. Let's build our perfect
Uh-huh.
meals. We're gonna do it in a snake draft format. Ben, Big Trouble. I'm gonna put you first
All
because I
right.
think we always just usually do it rather than just. I don't have a coin to flip. If I did, maybe I would use that, but I don't. So let's just do you first.
All right.
Okay, so you can go in any direction you want, but you got to have a main, an
Okay.
appetizer. So you need an appetizer, a dessert, a um, so a main appetizer, dessert, one alcoholic drink, and one non-alcoholic drink.
Yeah, and folks,
Okay.
we like to keep it tight. So this is like one-off stuff. This isn't stuff we do all the time. So we're not gonna talk about the 93-7 ground beef. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Yeah,
the white rice. We're talking this is special. So
this is
I gotta
special.
I gotta start out old reliable, and I can crush a whole one of these, maybe two of these, easily. And it was tough because I'm usually a sandwich guy, really a big sandwich guy. I could go for one. I can do like two or three of the giant Jersey Mike, the club
Oh,
on a subs or any of those. Yeah, but what I gotta go with is I have to go with a large buffalo chicken pizza,
oh my
blue
God.
cheese, blue cheese,
Yeah,
not
I'm
ranch.
fucking
So I don't
all
know if that's
about
gonna
that,
trigger
bro.
some people. You can
No,
bring it to the dirt
buffalo.
sheet.
You're not putting ranch on, but like, no, no, no.
Oh,
On
so
on
many
a
people do.
pizza,
And I
on a
hate when people
pizza.
do.
If it's a
Yeah.
buffalo pizza, you can't have. No, you got to have blue
You gotta
cheese
have
on the
blue
buffalo
cheese. No,
pizza.
you gotta have blue cheese. If you don't choose blue cheese, you have a your taste buds are all out of whack. Maybe you should get that looked at, figured out. I don't know. But if you're doing ranch over blue cheese on a pizza,
Dude, I love buffalo slices, man.
oh, the best, the
Like when
best.
you
There's
get
nothing better.
when it's super like this is the orange. This is how orange the fucking buffalo sauce is.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
yeah. There's like
it's
it's like
like,
something in it that you
man,
probably shouldn't be eating, but
like
it's so
what
good.
is it? Like, did they dye that? Did they
Yup.
dye it? Like what
Makes it
happened
taste
there?
better. Oh, no, I'm telling you, that is by far number one. And we're both Italian guys, and we grew up eating pizza and all this, but
Oh
I
yeah.
don't care. There's nothing better than buffalo chicken pizza. I don't care. It can be. It doesn't.
And
It.
you're eating the whole pie, right?
I
You're
oh
eating the
the
whole
whole
pie.
pie. Yeah, there's no. I can.
6 foot
Yeah.
12, 50% of
Oh,
a metric
come on,
ton.
the whole
Yeah,
pie.
man.
All right, Nick. Let's
Um,
see what you got.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do though. I'm not gonna go pizza, right? Like I'm not
Okay.
gonna pick like to me, if you want to hit my nostalgia taste buds, I'm gonna go Domino's here and get a large pie, but
Yep.
I'm not gonna do that because you picked pizza. I'm not gonna stay out of pizza. What I'm gonna go with, okay, and this is gonna make this is the type of stuff that makes you feel like a real piece of shit. But I'm gonna go with a General Tso's combination platter from
Oh
Chinese with
man.
the egg roll on the
Yep.
side,
Gotta
with
have the
the
egg roll.
fried rice, wonton soup. So you're getting the whole combination. I'm getting a wonton soup. I'm getting General Tso's, right?
Yep.
I'm getting the General Tso's, like that, whatever the fuck that meat is, with covered with
No
all that
idea.
fucking
Orange, whatever it
that
is.
sloppy sauce and all that shit, brother. I don't know if that's a cat. I don't know what that is, brother, but it tastes good. And so you're gonna get that. Then you get the fried rice on the side. You got the sauce as it just drips into the rice, and you get
Yep.
that good bite right there. Then I'm
Oh,
gonna have and
soggy rice. Yep.
I mean, usually it comes with a. I'm gonna go with the shrimp pork egg roll. We used to have the shrimp and pork egg rolls for that. Where at the very end of when I'm eating, I'm scooping the rest of the rice and I'm like
Into
sticking
the
it
egg roll.
into
Yes.
the egg roll.
Yes.
Nom.
Come on.
That's
Come
what I'm
on.
going with as my main. And like, you don't feel worse than when you
Never.
knock out one of these
Never.
things. You're talking about like 10 1,000 milligrams of sodium. You're
Oh,
talking
sweat.
probably 300 carbs. Like it's
Oh,
got to be like north of 300 carbs,
the
man.
bloat's
And
crazy.
the
The
bloat's
bloat.
crazy. You're gonna look. You're not looking at yourself in the mirror for a few days. So
No.
that's gonna be my entree because remember, folks, we're
Okay.
going big here. We're not going small. We're leaving everything out, leaving everything in the ring. Okay. It's back to me though, right?
It's
Because we're
back to
doing
you.
steak.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so we're doing steak. So I'm gonna go with all right. So I'm gonna bring up an appetizer here. So I'm gonna go with an appetizer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, appetizer. I'm gonna go with man. I had to like this was tough for me, man, because some of this stuff could have fell into like the entree category, but I'm gonna go with fuck. Um, I'm gonna go buffalo wings. I'm gonna take a
Okay.
page out of your
We'll take
books.
the
I'm just
buffalo.
gonna go with buffalo
All
wings, man.
reliable. All
But I'm gonna go
reliable.
with buffalo wings specifically from, and I'm a big fan of these. I'm gonna go from Hooters. I'm gonna order Hooters
Really?
buffalo wings. Yeah,
Okay.
just
All
because I
right.
wanted to see the package.
Got it.
I want
Got
the
it.
buffalo wing. I want the package to say Hooters when it comes to my house. So
You're a
I'm a
big brand guy. I get
yes,
it.
big brand guy, like big brand guy, like all this, like all the sponsors back in the day for all these
Yeah.
pay-per-views. That's what I want to see on my platter. So I'm gonna go with
Okay.
buffalo wings there. Because if you wouldn't have gone pizza, I probably would have gone the same route. But I
Hmm.
feel like I need some buffalo sauce in my life.
That
So
makes sense.
let's kick it to you
All right. So
for two.
I'm gonna go with the appetizer as well. And I'm gonna go with wings, but I'm gonna go with boneless wings.
Okay.
The tenders from and I wish they had these around here. And if anybody's grown up with these wings over, if you ever had a wings over, and I had it in high school and I had it in college, and they don't have wings over whatever city they're in, wings over Worcester, wings over Burlington, that's what I would pick. But, I'll be a company guy. WWE just got the Wingstop sponsorship, so I'm gonna go with six chick buffalo boneless wings, tenders. But I'm gonna get them plain, Nick, and then I'm gonna put on my own Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, which is by far the best type of barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce with some mustard in it, some honey in it, all the spices, Carolina Gold, boneless tenders, buffalo. The Wingstop ones, real good, juicy, great wings. That's what I'm going with for my appetizer. And then I guess it's sticking to me, staying with me.
Yes.
I'm gonna be a brand guy here with dessert and the greatest dessert. We're big brand guys. We're sellouts. We'll take the sponsorships if you're listening. All the folks over there at the big corporate tables. Chocolate Thunder from Down Under from Outback will be my
Oh
dessert.
my God.
Just one of the all-time greatest desserts, from one of the greatest chain restaurants. That is easily what I want after I've had probably upwards of 10,000 calories here.
Right? You got to be
But
upwards of 10,000
yeah,
calories at this
but
point, right?
oh yeah. So I'm looking at maybe at five, six, between I will say between 7 and 8 here. But then yeah, the Chocolate Thunder from Down Under, that's another two. So yeah, that's my dessert, Nick. Oh, Outback. I could do a whole Outback spread, but we'll keep it to my favorite thing from the menu.
So for me, I'm going dessert as well before we get to the cocktails and drinks, but so I'm going dessert as well. And what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna go to the supermarket, and I'm gonna go to that aisle with those Entenmann cakes, and I'm gonna pick
Oh.
up an entire, the devil's
Hmm.
cake, the
Yeah,
marshmallow
cold.
devil's cakes.
Put
Yes,
in the
cold,
freezer. Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
gonna eat the whole fucking thing, the whole
yeah.
fucking thing. It was either that or I was gonna bake a funfetti cake.
Yeah. Do you know back, it's crazy because like people like will judge you for like eating the whole thing. Like I know when I get the chocolate thunder from Down Under, and it's like, how many spoons do you want? One? One?
Right.
No, I don't want two spoons. Why do I need two spoons? Are you sharing it? No.
Yo,
Well, are
I
you
don't
judging me? Are you
what I
judging
don't
me?
think people understand is there's certain people like if so here's the thing like there's a little bit of a pivot here but like if you care about the way you look, right? Like if you are trying to reach an aesthetic, like right now I'm in a cut, right? So I got to drop 9 pounds, right? So that's part of my life. I'm not eating a lot of the things I want to eat. If I was unhinged though, and
Uh-huh.
I didn't care,
I
I could eat an entire pie effortlessly.
yeah, yeah.
Like the portion control is the worst part about trying to stay fit because when you look at the every single portion I ever had in my life double it is what I actually want.
Mm-hmm.
That's the struggle. That's the pain and suffering that people
Mm-hmm.
like myself and Ben go through to look like this. If you've seen
It's
Ben with his shirt up recently, which is pretty easy to see, it's all over the internet.
it's not
Ben
hard.
looks phenomenal, but it ain't because he's eating exactly what we just aforementioned.
No, it's what we want. It's
It's
just,
what we want. Like
but
right now at SummerSlam, I'm not gonna like eat bad during SummerSlam. Like I hate
yeah,
to
I mean,
break it, like pulling the will, pulling
oh no,
the reason I'm doing this is because I
pulling the
want to
curtain
live
back.
is because I want because I'm trying to absorb food through osmosis. I
Yes,
am trying to mind fuck myself into thinking that I'm actually enjoying food on Saturday night. But the realistic thing is I'm probably gonna be eating like
90,
a
93.7 ground beef and rice.
7 ground beef and and a starch.
Yep.
That's the reality. And it's going to be probably 500 calories max.
And
Okay.
just, and maybe a few
That's why we're
tears,
doing
maybe
this.
some tears falling.
That's why we're doing this. All right. So I got one alcoholic beverage. I'm going to go with an alcoholic beverage here. I'm going with my personal favorite cocktail. Could be a little bit of a bitch cocktail,
Okay.
but I don't really care. It's going to be a spicy cucumber jalapeno margarita.
Oh, yes, Nick. Okay,
That
love
is my
that.
favorite
With
cocktail on the face of
some
the earth.
tahini on the rim.
Yes, yes,
A tahini, you got to go to tahini.
with the red skis you're talking with the
Tahini,
red skis.
dude. Tahini.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I
So
love
that
tahini.
is my all-time favorite drink ever.
That's a good one.
Like if you want if I could drink that all night long with
That's a
the
good one.
highest grade tequila you could possibly find, probably
That ain't a bitch drink, dude. That's a
maybe
good. That's
Terramine. It's not a
with the
bitch
spice
drink,
and
but
the
like
tahini.
it's not like, oh, let me go
The
fucking
fucking
IPA.
bush light and be shitting yourself the whole night. Well, you're
Yeah.
gonna be doing that anyway. Um, I have to go with if I'm going with alcoholic beverage. If I'm watching something
You
like a
got two here, so you can do whatever you want.
yeah.
You'll
So if
just
I'm
pick.
watching, if I'm gonna let you before I do my non-alcoholic, I'll let you pick yours. I got a good one there. But
Why
I'm gonna
not?
for my alcoholic beverage. If I'm watching something like on TV, if I'm watching a sport, I don't usually do like cocktails. That's usually for out at the bar, hanging out.
Same.
So if I'm watching a sport, I gotta go with a beer, and I gotta go with one of my favorites, Land Shark. Gotta go another big brand.
You
Gotta
want to
stay
know
with
what
the
my
big brands.
can you want to guess what my favorite beer is? I'm a fucking loser. Can you guess what my favorite beer is?
Mick Ultra.
No, it's not. It's not. Even though I love the caloric
Yeah, what is it?
beer.
What is it?
Just think
Okay.
about me. Just think
Bud
about me.
Light.
Who's my favorite wrestler? Who's like one of my favorite wrestlers ever of all time? We know him. I work with him. He's a really good friend of mine. Kind of. He is.
Uh, oh, oh, shit. Paps?
No, no. Even though
Oh,
yeah, I
oh,
understand the
yeah,
PVR, I understand. My
oh,
favorite beer is Bud Light Lime.
I was gonna say, okay.
I love a Bud Light. I think it's
Who are
incredible.
you
I think
talking about then?
Cardona, he loves Bud Light Limes.
Oh,
Matt
then he's a
loves them.
sellout. Then he like fakes with the Paps then. He
He
doesn't
doesn't give.
actually, I don't think he drinks Paps. I don't think he drink Paps, man.
I've
He
seen him.
drink,
I've seen him drink it, but I've seen him drink it.
yeah, like take a sip or something, put
But
it
he's a
down.
smart man. He knows what he's doing, brother.
The Bud Light Limes are good. Bud Light Limes are good. I used to
I
give my
love
friends
Bud Light, but
shit
it's
for
that's
those,
close to
man.
Land Shark. That's what made me think
Yeah.
about
Yeah, I like the Mexican lagers. I like that type of
it. Yeah.
that's usually my go-to. Lighter, crisper, really good for summer, especially SummerSlam. So Nick, before I do my non-alcoholic, I want you to give me yours.
Oh, I'll probably go with a um I'm gonna go with a 99 cents Arizona iced
Oh my
tea.
God. Oh,
Half iced tea, half lemonade. So the
ooh, the
Arnold
Arnold
Palmer.
Palmer.
That's mine. 99 cents. The big dick.
That is a talk about a staple of summertime.
Oh yeah, baby.
Those drinks, they're
If I
so
find
good.
a light one, if I find a diet one, I buy it 99% of the time. Doesn't know
Oh,
I just stock up because
I know the
to me
sugar,
it's like
man. You can't.
it's to me no, but it's like in what is it like in um what is it the animals that are instinct? What's the fucking term I'm looking for?
Uh
Like it's like instinctive animal. It's
Oh,
a
they're rare. I mean, I know what you
Yeah, they're
mean.
rare.
Yeah.
They're starting to go extinct.
Endangered,
Like they're
endangered.
endangered. Yes. They're endangered drinks. Like you just don't see them everywhere. You got to go to a CVS, you get lucky, and
Yeah.
always they never have the diets. But if they
No.
have a diet, I'll buy the whole fucking rack. I'm rich. I'll buy
No, yeah, dude.
I have $10 on me. There's 10 of them. I'll buy all 10. 99 cents
Oh,
a pop. And
oh,
I'll
they're
get the
so
10 cents
good.
back. What about you? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean that they talk about I wanted to say and what I was going to say, thinking of my childhood and wanting this so bad, I would have said Dell's Lemonade for non-alcohol. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Dell's, the
I
Rhode
know
Island
Dells.
thing. Yeah,
100%. I,
Dell's
I know
Lemonade
Dells.
is unbelievable. But I had it a few years ago, and man, I had a medium, what I used to get. I used to get the large, then I got the medium, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just do a medium. And that's sugar, man. It don't sit right with 30-year-olds anymore. Guys in their mid to late 30s, it ain't the same as it used to be. So, folks, I gotta be after all that food, after the pizza and the wings and the dessert and the land sharks, after all that, I gotta be honest with myself. And my non-alcoholic beverage
Water.
is a nice tall glass of Pepto-Bismol.
I don't
And
blame you, man.
dude,
Not at
that's a
our age.
savior. Folks, if you're listening, you're under 30, you're under 32, 33, believe me, start stocking up on Pepto-Bismol because if you're still going out and you're still like trying to live there to get the younger days, it comes in handy. Believe
Well,
me,
so
it
there
comes
you
in.
go. So there you go, folks. That is our, if we were to break down our perfect SummerSlam says pay-per-view meal, that's what it would it be. I would love for, if I have some time, maybe I'll put it into the MyFitnessPal and see what the caloric output is per of our meals. I think that'd be something fun to look like. I think it's probably over 15,000 calories,
I think it's gotta be. We'll see
right?
whose meal is.
You do yours, I'll do mine. I'll throw
Yeah,
mine into MyFitnessPal. And
we'll figure it out.
we'll make a graphic, which means we probably won't make a graphic, but we'll send a tweet out.
We might.
Yeah, we might do it. But anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Listen, we're busy, folks. Ben's busy. Ben has got a lot going on, which is why the show's not as long because we have obligations today
We
to
have
do.
stuff, man.
And
We
it's
got
not
stuff
just our
going
shoot
on.
jobs, brother. We got real things happen. Ben, before we head out, just tell everyone what's going on and then sign us off.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you hear this, it'll be over. But I hope you guys tuned in for my ad-free shows live event, which happened on Thursday night with Double J. I hope it went well. We'll see. But yeah, no, we're really excited. Things are happening, folks. A lot of stuff coming out. Just did an interview with Sean Ross Sapp that should be coming out as well. Our old buddy SRS I think he was number 6 on the Pro Wrestling Media Top 10, which we might have to do another one this year.
We might have to put him to number one if he's
I have
going
to
to
put
give
a number
us
one if he's
him
giving
and
us.
him and
Yeah,
Chris. Yeah.
sorry, Chris.
Whoever interviews
Uh,
us is in the
that's
one
it. It's
spot.
all political, folks. Other than that, another Fight Factory show, 9/21, September 21st in Staten Island. Guess who's going for the title?
For
Your
the
old
strap,
pal,
brother. We're going for the
Double B
strap,
against
brother.
old Danny Moff. So, folks, a lot of stuff happening. Things are moving quick. There's only one thing left to say. We're just going to keep it positive, keep it trucking, and keep the shades on because the sun never sets on a cool guy.
Later, Marks.